What's up, my peeps and my geeks? How y'all doing today? I am Ben, the Every Person Geek, coming at you guys today talking about how Superman has been neglected on the big screen, and we're going to get into it right now. Alright, so in light of The Batman with Robert Pattinson coming out, and it's going to be coming to HBO Max on April 19th, I decided I would like to talk about Superman. Alright, so as far as the big screen is concerned, we've only had three Supermen. Okay, we've had Christopher Reeve, Brandon Routh, and Henry Cavill. Okay. Small screen is something different. Small screen, Superman's dominated Batman and stuff like that because you had Lois and Clark, Smallville, Superboy thing back in I think the early '80s. You had now we have Superman and Lois. So small screen, yeah, Superman's dominated Batman as far as that's concerned. But as far as the big screen is concerned, I mean, we've had Michael Keaton, Val Kilmer, George Clooney, Christian Bale, Ben Affleck, Robert Pattinson. I mean, we had six different Batmen, but yet only three different Supermen. Okay? Now, my issue with this is the fact that everybody keeps on saying, oh, well, Superman's a Boy Scout. You can't really ground him. He's too OP. All this other stuff. But yet, on the small screen, with, like, let's say just recent, 20 years, you had Smallville and Superman and Lois. Now, yes, Smallville may have contained some teen angst left over from the 90s and stuff like that going into the Smallville series. But they still kind of grounded Smallville in somewhat reality, somewhat more grounded. He was going through his teenage and young adult life trying to cope with his powers and his morality and stuff like that, through the teaching of his parents, well, his Earth parents, Jonathan and Martha. With Superman and Lois right now, you see him very grounded. He's not overpowered, which I do like the fact that they're doing that. I know some people have an issue that, oh, it seems like he's getting his ass beat every week and blah, blah, blah. No, I don't see it like that. I see it like, number one, he's kind of pulling his punches a little bit. And number two, he isn't overpowered in this series, which I enjoy. And I think Tyler Hoechlin is doing a really good job of portraying Superman. Okay? Even though he doesn't look like Superman, his acting is making you believe he is Superman. Okay? In the movies, now a lot of people are going to give me shit about this, but Man of Steel was good. Okay? Snyder's Man of Steel. It was good, but it wasn't, to me, a Superman movie. It was more of a superhero movie, but not necessarily a Superman movie. Now, yes, I agree. He did go out and save people. He did, he did the Superman job and stuff like that. And even with him killing Zod, that's fine. Whatever, is the case. I'm not going to argue that fact because a lot of people will say, well, in a Superman 2 with Christopher Reeve, he threw Zod down the crevice and he died then. Fine. Whatever. I'm not going to argue the fact of whether or not Superman kills. Not going to go into all that. All right. What I'm going to go into is the whole thing where I didn't get the feel of Superman. And I understand that they were trying to make it grounded, but there are ways to make it grounded without taking away from Superman's own morality. Okay. So one thing that I pointed out to some friends when I would talk about this, the Man of Steel, in comparison to, other Superman stuff that's been in the media, such as like the small screen and big screen. When Kevin Costner's Jonathan died, he told Clark to stop. He didn't want him to save him and everything else like that because he didn't want to reveal his secret. To me, that puts a tremendous amount of guilt on him, on Clark, because Clark could have saved Jonathan in Man of Steel. He could have. But his father didn't let him do it. And supposedly some people are saying, oh, well, that teaches him that he couldn't save everybody and stuff like that. No, because he could have saved him. You know what I mean? He really could have saved him. The thing that I enjoyed about Smallville, the original Christopher Reeve Superman, was the fact that Jonathan, someone who was really important to Clark, his father, died of a heart attack that he could not save him. No matter what Clark did, he was not able to save Jonathan. To me, that was a bigger lesson in whether or not to teach Clark Superman that you can't, no matter how hard you try, you cannot save everyone. Okay, the one with Kevin Costner, I just didn't get that feel. I think it was more of a guilt trip on Clark, and that's why, excuse me, that's why Clark, I think went into that isolation for so many years before he went and saved those people at the oil rig and stuff like that, because he had that guilt of having to hide his secret and stuff like that. It's one of the, I understand that he was just starting out and that's what Snyder was trying to portray and everything, but I just don't feel like that was a good setup for him. I think they should have done it a little bit more like Smallville or the original Superman and had it, well, the Superman movie, and had it better that way. Now, again, I'm not saying that Man of Steel was bad. I'm just saying it wasn't, for me, a true Superman movie. Now, look at Superman and Lois. You want to talk about realistic, emotions and stuff like that. There was an episode in season 1 where, Superman was trying to protect this person, and a soldier winded up shooting him with these kryptonite darts. And it hits him in his shoulder, and he grabs him, and he rips him out, throws him, heat blasts him, and he's so angry that he, super speeds right up to the, soldier's face and is like, put down your weapons. Just angry as hell. That, to me, is Superman. You know what I mean? That was like, holy shit, he was pissed, but he controlled himself because he knew that he could have made that soldier a puddle of blood on the ground. But he didn't. You know what I mean? And that's what I really like about the Superman and Lois. It's actually showing Superman's human side, along with how they're portraying Clark also. So with this, with the movies, now DC and Warner Brothers has screwed Henry Cavill out of Superman. Man of Steel came out in 2008. Okay? They have not touched Superman since then. Well, I'm sorry, except for Batman versus Superman and Justice League. Okay, which again, I know a lot of people hate Whedon's version of Justice League. I understand that. But to me, I think we got a true representation of Superman in that. Granted, it wasn't great movie, but the representation of Superman was actually pretty good, because if you look at the Whedon's cut of Justice League, when they were over there going to fight, Steppenwolf and Flash and Superman were trying to save, civilians from that area, you had the Flash, pushing that car with the people in it, and then you see Flash look over to the right, and you see Superman carrying an apartment building, of people, and you see Flash what the hell? And Superman's like, hi, how you doing? I'm just, carrying it along. To me, that, he was trying to, save the people, and that's what was missing from the Snyder's cut, even though Snyder's cut was 4 hours long. No, to me, everything with the Snyderverse seemed rushed. Instead of giving, Cyborg his own movie first, they really, I'm not saying to make the movies like MCU, but they should have followed the same formula where, you had, you come out with Man of Steel, all right? So that was your first movie, all right? You do a separate movie with Batman as a, something that was happening before Man of Steel with Ben Affleck. Showing Batman, like in Batman versus Superman, Batman was angry. He, was killing people and everything like that. In his first movie, he should have showed like backflashes of how he got to that point, why he was at that point, and everything, and then had the Batman versus Superman movie, where you show that issues with them, and then have, you know, the Wonder Woman movie was more of a back in time. Well, both her movies were back in time instead of present day. So you could have came out with Wonder Woman at any point, but then have a Cyborg movie and a Flash movie and Aquaman movie and stuff like that, and then wind up into the Justice League, and have something like that, and maybe even have super like Man of Steel 2 be where he fights their version of Doomsday and he dies, and then lead into, they could have done so much better with this story arc and actually made it really good, but they chose not to. They chose to try to fit everything into the Justice League with Snyder's Cut. And that's something I just didn't really enjoy. I'm going to be honest with you, I was starting to fall asleep in the beginning of that movie because of the time that they were taking with everything and the slow motion photos and, well, the slow motion movements and stuff like it. It was just kind of boring. And again, I'm going to catch a lot of flack on it. I'm not trying to bash it because it wasn't bad. It just wasn't, it was something that was really rushed into everything. And as far as Superman, again, to go back to that, since 2008 and since Batman vs. Superman and Justice League, they kind of been slacking on the Superman. With the Flash movie coming out, you have Supergirl in it. I have no problem with them throwing Supergirl in it. Good, have Supergirl in it. But just like they're going to have the two Batman in it, have Superman in it too. Have, if Supergirl is actually going to take over the mantle of Superman in that universe, then have Superman mentor her also. Just like you're going to have Michael Keaton's Batman mentor Batgirl, So I just think that DC, for some reason, DC and Warner doesn't want Henry Cavill to play Superman, even though he's like the epitome of Superman. I think if he would have had a little bit better of, because you got to realize that Henry Cavill is a super nerd. He is just like me, just like all us geeks out there, that with Man of Steel, he probably didn't feel that movie as a real Superman fan would. I'm sorry, not a real Superman fan, because there are a lot of fans. A lot of you guys are fans and you love Man of Steel. So for me to say a real Superman fan is not appropriate. Just he understands the character, I feel, a little bit more like I do, And yes, he's come out and said that the movie was good and he enjoyed doing it and everything else. That I just feel like if he would have had a better script and a better, a better movie, it would have been like total blockbuster. 3 movies already would have been done and stuff like that. So now I was on Facebook, what about 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I saw someone posting up something about, first, Superman 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and laying out, what villains he would fight and everything. And I'm sitting there and looking at him like, you know what? Henry Cavill is, 40 years old now, in his like early 40s. If they were to try to do a six movies with him, by the time they get done, he's not Superman anymore. He's like Kingdom Come Superman. And that's the thing. Like, now we got Robert Pattinson Batman. And apparently it's been doing really well at the box office. There's a lot of mixed feelings on it. Some people say it was good, some people say it was bad, stuff like that. But you can actually get a new actor in the same age range as Robert Pattinson. Robert Pattinson's 35 years old. You get someone in their mid 30s to play Superman in that universe, and then start the trilogy or 2 trilogy Superman series and do it that way. I think that would be more more beneficial to the character than anything else. Because I just want to see more Superman on the big screen. And I'm sure a lot of Superman fans out there want to see the same thing. You know, and a lot of people are like, oh, Patterson, he wasn't a great Batman. His Bruce Wayne was shit and all this other shit. Okay, that's fine, and I understand that. I haven't seen the movie yet. I'm waiting until April 19th to see it on HBO Max. But as far as, what they're trying to do, I think I definitely want to check it out. I just haven't had the time to actually go to a theater for 3 hours and watch it. I'll watch it, at my house, in the comfort of my sofa, with my controller that I can pause it if I need to take a piss, so I don't miss anything. But I just want them to add in Superman somewhere, or do his if Robert Pattinson winds up being his own Batverse, and they wind up going more into the Bat family and stuff like that with him, fine, okay, that's good. Then do the same thing for Superman. Okay, you already got Gal Gadot doing Wonder Woman. You got Jason Momoa doing Aquaman, Ezra Miller doing The Flash and stuff like that. That's great. But where's Superman? Where's Superman in all this? What, we're going to do the J.J. Abrams Superman? I'm looking more forward to Michael B. Jordan's Val-Zod than I am to J.J. Abrams' Superman. Okay, I don't think that's going to actually really be that great. Okay, I'll probably still see it because it's Superman, but I don't think it's going to be good. I again, prefer to see Michael B. Jordan's Val-Zod than, what J.J. Abrams is planning to do. I don't know. It's, to me, like I said, it's. I just really think that because everybody sits there and says, "Oh, Superman's overpowered. He's too much of a Boy Scout," and everything else like that, you're missing out on a great character because of those criticisms. Okay, Superman, yes, he strives to be the best of humanity. And we're not supposed to actually relate to Superman. We're supposed to strive to Superman. To strive to his morality, to his definition of right and wrong and stuff like that. That's what, Superman's supposed to represent. He's supposed to represent the best of us. So yeah, he may not be relatable in that aspect, but he's something to strive for. And I'm sure a lot of us Superman fans out there feel that way. That yes, he may not be a strictly relatable character, but for his morality, it is something to strive for to be. And I think that's where a lot of people aren't understanding the whole situation with Superman. Yeah, you can downplay his powers. You can make him, you can create his villains to be equal to him, or at least give him a good fight. Like Doomsday, he killed Superman in the comics. Yes, he came back and everything else like that. But he still, practically destroyed him. You have Metallo. You have Lex Luthor with his suit. You have Cyborg Superman. You have all these characters that they can use. Parasite. All these different characters that they can use in those movies, or even a video game or something like that. Brainiac. That would make the movie so much better. And I just think that, the DC and WB are just really, really sleeping on this character, and it's a real shame that they are. Because I believe that they could have had such a good trilogy with Henry Cavill, and it's a shame. Speaking about Henry Cavill, keep an eye out for a Highlander video that I'm going to be doing coming up, where there's going to be a Highlander reboot, and I'm going to be doing a video on that. starring Henry Cavill as Connor McLeod. If you don't know about it, you'll find out on my next video. But guys, gals, geeks, and peeps, if you have anything to say about what I've just discussed here today, please put it in the comments. I love to hear from you guys. I love to see what you guys are thinking. Do you think that they've royally screwed over Henry Cavill as Superman? Do you think that, you know, WB and DC missed out on an awesome opportunity for a great Superman because of, you know, the whole ditching the Snyderverse and, you know, missing out on at least using Henry Cavill in a parallel universe for a Superman series and stuff like that. Do you like Superman and Lois? Do you like how Tyler Hoechlin is playing Superman in that? Do you get that Superman feel like I do from that character? Do you think that they should do another Superman for the Robert Pattinson Batman? I would love to hear from you guys on this and like see what you guys are thinking and how you guys are feeling about it. So hit me up in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys. If you guys are enjoying this video, please hit that like button. If you think someone else would enjoy this video, please hit the share it around. I love to see, you know, new people checking this out and everything else like that. And if you are enjoying my content, please hit that subscribe button and notification bell. I know I haven't been posting a lot recently. It's just I've been in a funk. I'm trying to get out of my funk and, you know, get back into, you know, doing the videos and stuff and, you know, trying to get my mojo back as far as that's concerned, if I ever had the mojo. But let me know what you guys think. Let me know what you guys are feeling. I love to hear from you guys. I'd love to see more subscribers. Share it around. Hit those like buttons. And as always, my geeks and peeps, my guys and gals, may the odds ever be in your favor. Good luck to you. And thanks for watching.